Well, where to begin with this one? This video is a video that I have never even thought about uploading. Why? Because I shouldn't even have to upload a video like this. Why? Because the internet is full of a bunch of people who just do not think right. And what I mean by this is the freaking Tide Pod Challenge. And yes, this was a suggested video from a teacher. And yes, let's hop straight into it. So like I said at the beginning of this video is about the Tide Pod Challenge and, you know, those dumb people like that. So basically YouTube now, if you're wondering why am I posting content like this, why? Because I haven't been traveling, stuff like that. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. And I always like to throw that out at the beginning so people don't get weird, even though people still do, which is completely fine. But the Tide Pod Challenge, let's just forget about what all the other stuff I said. Let's get straight into this, because the Tide Pod Challenge, to me, you know, thinking about it, the Tide Pod Challenge is no challenge. The Tide Pod Challenge, it's not a challenge to be a complete dumbass if you think about it. That just comes naturally to people. There's nothing challenging about that to me, but what is challenging about this Tide Pod Challenge to me is understanding the basics of it, understanding how it came to be, understanding why people do it, why Tide is thinking about changing stuff, and that's all stuff I'm going to cover in this video. The Tide Pod Challenge is not a challenge whatsoever, like I said. It's not a challenge to be stupid. But the thing that I'm really struggling to understand is the very first person to do this. The question that I really want to ask them is why. B, I really want to ask what possessed them to, you know, record themselves doing it and then upload it and call it the Tide Pod Challenge. And, you know, I've got more questions, but who cares? You know, the thing that I want to know is the first person who stumbled upon it, because, you know, if you think about it, you know, they could just be walking around their house and, you know, they go for a bag of ramen noodles. I don't freaking know what kids are eating nowadays. And he goes, you know, wow, we don't have any ramen, but there's some Tide Pods over here. Let's just eat one of these, shall we? It looks tasty. No, it doesn't, dumbass. The thing that bugs me the most about this is that these kids watch these videos over it and they think it's so cool, and then they go and they risk their own lives to do it again and then upload it. People will do anything for views nowadays, and it's honestly sickening if you think about it. Hell, Logan Paul went into Suicide Forest, but again, I've already talked about that. He had like 6 million views on that video before he got taken down. Kids are risking their lives to do this Tide Pod Challenge. Why do I keep calling it a challenge? Because it's literally not a challenge. No, don't call it a challenge. But it started off like at the new year, you know, at the beginning of January. And I was doing research, and it said that over 140 kids went to the hospital due to poisoning from these Tide Pod challenges. That's insane. That is insane. And people on Reddit are saying, Tide, it's your fault. It is not Tide's fault. It is simply the dumbass who decided to insert this Tide Pod into their mouth without even thinking, you know, maybe I shouldn't do this because maybe this is used to clean things, not to put in my mouth to come through my body and make me ill or even cause death. It's amazing what can happen in this world nowadays, and honestly, anything that happens I'm not surprised about anymore. And people think it's Tide's fault, and it's not. And they go, well, Tide, you should really change the looks of it so it looks less appetizing. What? If you think about it, there is nothing that looks very appetizing about Tide Pods. But yet people want them to change the freaking look so they don't look appetizing. I mean, if I'm just stumbling through my house and I come across a Tide Pod, which we don't have to begin with, but if I stumble across one, I'm not going to be like, wow, that looks super good, man. Let me get a bite of that. No, it's called common sense, you guys. So if you're watching this video and you're thinking about doing the Tide Pod Challenge, do not do the Tide Pod Challenge. A, you're going to make yourself look like an idiot. B, you're going to have to explain to your parents why you're ended up in the hospital. C, it's not worth filming a 30-second video of you doing the Tide Pod Challenge. Just go, like, no, it's not worth it. It really is not worth it. And just for the record, I have not seen a single Tide Pod Challenge video, but I can tell you over on Reddit, it is a complete battlefield from it, and that's, you know, that's part of the reason why I'm doing this, along with the teacher suggested me do. Oh boy, I just bounced the table around. And also a teacher suggested me doing this because, you know, with the idiots of the Snapchat video, literally YouTube, I feel like it's just a bunch of rants now, and I feel like a lot of people are actually enjoying them, so I'm going to keep doing them. But on Reddit, it's a battlefield with people saying it's Tide's fault, with people saying, oh, it's not even that bad for you, when people are freaking dying from it. Or, you know, you get the people saying, oh, change the looks. And it's literally the person who inserted it. It's their fault. It's no question, it's their fault. But the things people do for views nowadays just kill me, you know, like, are they really that desperate for views? That's the thing that I wonder about. Like, why risk your life for something stupid? And you know that you're risking your life because doctors are out putting messages all over and all this other stuff. yet they still continue to do it. But yeah, as you can see, the world is full of a bunch of people who like to do dumb things, okay? That's the moral of the story, okay? So that being said, hopefully you guys did enjoy this Tide Pod rant. I'm not going to call it a challenge because, like I said, it's not a challenge to be a dumbass. It really isn't. So that is that. It's been your boy Dreezy. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Drop a thumbs up, comment something dope, subscribe to the Dreezy Squad if you haven't already, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.